Weezer? Where's my little nugget? Oh, she's growing good. What are you guys doing? Where's your baby, Snickers? Where's your baby? There's your baby. Sheep are, well, they've been moving back and forth quite a bit today from around the front pasture to out back here. So my husband has been doing a bunch of work basically to keep the sheep in. So he has been out here pretty much all week while I've been working, and he's been moving a ton of dirt. In fact, that whole stretch, see the loader? That whole stretch is new. Took out a bunch of trees, and it looks like he's got a tree on the loader right now. So he's still taking out trees. Whoa. Pay attention to the road. It's a sheep traffic jam. I seriously love nothing more than having my sheep out on pasture. So we decided this year it was all about the perimeter fencing. Keep them in, and then if we have the time, the money, and the fencing supplies, we will start making our circles. Do some true rotational grazing and a section off to where we'll start, kind of start here, and they'll go around, and then they'll be able to go into this field and into that field, and then way out by the lake, and then come around on the other side of the pond here into this field that you can't see behind the trees, and then into the slough, and then back around. And somehow, some way, we have to fence it all and make it all work.
Burning our cattails up. There's already water in the slough, so we got to get it to go across the top fast, which means you do it on a windy day and then it travels across the water, just takes the top off, leaves the bottom. But we don't get water if we don't have at least half of them burned out. So far it's doing pretty good. So this is the Dry Creek spill. This is where the water from Murtaugh Lake comes and would dump and go down under the bridge in front of our house. And it's basically solid rock. So over the years, there's really no way to fence it. We've tried a little bit of everything, putting big trees across, which works pretty good until they figure out how to jump it. And then you just push more trees up against it. Well, today I had a brainstorm. I'm gonna dive off there, push enough dirt that I can build a fence down through there. So I did. I started pushing dirt, pushing dirt, pushing dirt, pushing dirt. And then I was gonna hook right onto that water down there, because that's where the sheep won't swim the water. And I did really good right up until I got to this point. This is the point where she slipped off the edge and is now stuck, not in the mud, but just stuck because it can't pull itself back up out of there. Apparently it's getting old enough and doesn't have enough power. Well, that and the fact that it like fell off the edge. So anyway, help will come tomorrow. It'll just spend the night here. But I think I should be able to build a fence from right up there, right on down here, right down there to the water, and that should hold the sheep. So some days you just do dumb stuff. Got the dike all the way over there, ready to put the culvert in and the fence on top. And then the last little bit, I decided I needed some more dirt right there about where the dog's going. I'll go get one more scoop. Well, now this water wasn't here. This is all sub water that's came since I started backing that up. But yesterday I had her buried there. And now, not only do I have to get it out of the mud and hole that it was in, but now I filled it up with water to make it worse. But see, there was a dike there pulling the water back. But help is on its way.
It is actually really nice Saturday. In between rainstorms. I'm going out to check to see what my husband has done. And bring the sheep in because we have somebody coming to look at some lambs. And then it's probably feeding time and head to prom. Water's coming through the ditch. Means he must have done something right. Looks like he got a buddy to help him today. I think there's still, I know he came over, the neighbor came over to pull him out from his oops last night. Oh yeah, they got a nice good road going. Oh, that'll be so nice. We can cut off this other road and we'll be able to bring the sheep through this one rather than around the pond. So our buddy came and pulled him out and apparently decided to play in the dirt. So they are building another pond. You can see that right there is going to be where the catfish pond, I guess, is now what he's going to do. Boys and their toys. Always bringing up the rear. She just needs sheared.
She does.
She's Icelandic.
Freeze, it'd quit pulling her wool out.
It would. But look at how pretty my boys are. Hi, puppies. Yeah, the little turds found another hole. And there's a bunch more. And we just pushed a bunch out, so we're gonna get these guys, push them out of this field. So busted. Come on, let's get you back home. Come on, go home. They know. So this field, well, this is our hay field, but slough right in there between the two hay fields, cornfields, is what we're trying to keep them out of, because we had a big old washout one last year, and just got to keep them from going through that hole. We have this big old spot right over here. Our pipe blew apart and washed out this whole hillside. So now they just pretty much walk right under the fence. And that's why we're trying to keep them out of the slough. I mean, there's a ton of feed in there, but they can't go in there yet until we get it fixed, or at least get this fixed. Come on, girls. But we do have a couple that are in the slough that jumped the fence, so we will have to open the gate on the other end, let them out, fix the fence. Just kind of glad we haven't planted any corn yet. Still like 2 weeks too early. So that's your pond.
Yes.
And this is going to be the bridge across, and you're putting a culvert in here
Yes.
eventually.
Yes.
And you want your pond to back up that way still.
Yes.
What are you putting in your pond?
Bluegill maybe.
Bluegill? I thought it was crawfish. No, catfish.
Well, we could put them in the other pond though.
So I'm not seeing
Well,
water. It looks like all the water's being held here. There's none going.
right. It will be going eventually.
Okay. Because that looks like it's all drying up already. Which is okay because it's not drying up over here.
Correct.
There's still water down here, so they shouldn't be crossing it.
Right.
It's my story and I'm sticking to it.